All right, guys, good morning. It is 0845. That's 8:45 a.m. on Saturday, March the 16th. And I am leaving the wonderful Deerwood Estates, which has a ton of RV action. This road, man, you can get two massive RV campgrounds. The one down the road looks much nicer with a water park and all, but this fits the bill. I ended up doing 3 days there, which I really shouldn't have. I should have only did 2, but once I'm comfortable, it's hard to move. I'll eat one ramen and a pack of peanuts for 7 days straight if I have to squeeze it in at the end of the month, which that's probably what I'm going to have to do. I definitely pushed it a little far, but I ate semi-good. I had a Subway one day. I bought it for lunch and dinner. Just got 2 meatball subs. I had Waffle House for breakfast one day. And then otherwise I just ate canned beefaroni and SpaghettiOs and nonsense. I bought a 4-pack of PBR 16-ounce cans. I drank 3 of them one night. Blah, blah, blah. We got some road walk today. We got about 12-mile road walk before we get to the Shawnee River section. We got about a 14-mile day, something like that, before we hit the campground I'm looking to get at. So that's the first campground on the Shawnee River section. So we will be breaking off the road today and getting into some trail action. I'm not wearing tights or anything just because, although I should have, but because we're going to be on a trail. But as soon as we get to the trail and set up camp, I'll probably put the tights back on. I will not walk through woods without my tights on. Unfortunately, I was not able to get a video out, I actually made a video. It was an hour long and it only covered 2 days out of the 8 that I spent out. So the service is just not here. Like, in order to use this phone and have any kind of half decent service, which was still a pain in the butt and iffy, I had to put my iPhone in the window and turn on the hotspot and then use the Wi-Fi that way. Otherwise, it's just not happening. I tried to put a video out yesterday. Today, I tried it like 6 different times since 3 a.m. I even walked up to the gas station this morning trying to get, because my phone will tell me 5G UC, but it doesn't mean nothing because it's not true. It's just, usually it'll tell me like how long I got. If it's over 3 hours, it just says uploading, and it didn't even give me a time frame. And I let it run one time for 4 hours, and I got the 5% downloaded. So it's just not happening. So I had to delete the video because it takes up too much space in my phone. I'd only have like 25 gigabytes of storage left if I kept the video. As it is now, I only have like 35 gigabytes left. So if I run out of space or I get near, because I can't fill up my phone, because then I won't, when I make the video on KindMaster in a couple weeks, I won't have enough storage to upload it. Sounded like thunder. I hope not. It did rain a little this morning. It's going to be 90 today with 98% humidity. So it's got a chance of rain here and there. But it's only going down to like 66 tonight. So tomorrow we'll get some nicer weather, like 80 low 80s is highs. But yeah, so I gotta be careful, because if I get too much stuff on my phone and I can't back it up over Wi-Fi, then I'm gonna lose some stuff, because I gotta have a certain amount of space to upload the video on KindMaster before I send it to YouTube. Which, that's how I do it. I don't know if there's other ways or better ways, but I'm not a tech guy. So what might happen is after like 2-3 days of filming, I don't want to get below, let's say 20 gigabytes. When I get around there left, I got to put this phone away, and I'm going to have to break out the iPhone, and then I have plenty of storage on that. I believe it has the same storage as this phone does, except I don't have any music on there or podcast downloaded, nothing. Minimum apps, all that stuff. So I have, I could probably run my iPhone for a month straight easy filming the way I do before it gets filled up right now. I think I have 200 or 128 storage, whatever that is. So yeah, anyway, I wish I could have got the video out, but it's just not going to happen. We got this busy road here ahead of us for about 12 miles. I was able to post a couple shorts to my YouTube, and obviously, like, reels. I just post the same thing to my YouTube and my Instagram usually. And I actually threw one on TikTok too, but I'm about to delete the TikTok. I don't use it. I got like 18 followers, and I just post the same stuff I'm already posting, but trying to reach different audiences and bring them to YouTube. But anyway, a couple of the shorts did real well. The one with the gator got over, I think, I forget already, maybe 3,000 views. And the one of me like walking in like knee-high deep water got over 1,000. So that's quite well for me. It's nice when they hit that little algorithm and you start popping up, and I gained like I think 10 followers on the one short. But it's funny, you never know which one's going to work. Just all depends which one gets out beyond your followers, which one gets picked up and gets moving. That's what I meant. That's what I meant to say last video. But yeah, so I got some shorts and all posted. But even they, like a 15-second short, the service was so bad it would be like a 45 minutes to an hour to get it fully posted. I downloaded a podcast from Joe Rogan. It took 3.5 hours because it just loses reception, comes back. Because even the iPhone that I have in the window, that would lose reception. I watched it cycle through. Perfect 5G, 5G UC, regular 5G, 4G, and then it would go off, then emergency calls only, and it would just keep cycling. So every time it cycled, the download would stop, and you got to resume. It's a pain. Like I said, I was getting stressed, but I mean, it's not like I have a massive following, and I got to get these videos out, but the more consistent you are with it, the better it ends up working. Alright guys, 11:15. I'm I forget already. I had to look at my phone. Like 6.5 miles in, and I got like another 5.5 to go, 6 before I get to the trail. But at least I just turned off the blacktop, so. Whew, this sun is blaring. It's hot. Like I said, it was going to 90 today. I don't know what it is now, but. And then we're right next to a big commercial farm. And man, the smell is just slapping you in the face of fertilizer. And all these little like gnats or whatever just everywhere. I've already sprayed myself down. And I should be saving my bug spray. Alright, it's at 10 after 12. I think that's what time it is. I may be wrong. I forget already, but I think it's 10 after 12. Or 28 to 12, something like that. But I'm 9.5 in. I have another 2 miles to go until I hit this trail. Tell you what, you can't stop moving, because if you do, let's see here, 1, 2, 3. There's like 1,000 of these gnats already surrounding me. Probably not 1,000, but you get what I'm saying. But I can't wait to get in the woods. We need a little breeze to get rid of these things. If not, I'm going to have to be in that tent early. Probably in a little sweat box in there, but. Alright, 12:50 guys. Between these bugs and my knees, I'm about to freak out and scream. Oh, I'll tell you what, both of these right here on both sides of my knees, man, are just. Oh, now my right knee's clicking every step I take, which has happened to me before on the hike. The clicking don't cause pain, it's just like snapping, but I don't know what it is. I remember it happened to me on my hike across America, and it stayed that way for like a couple of weeks, and then goes away and comes back. I don't know what it is, but it's probably all arthritis is what I'm thinking, but usually it's just the pain on the outside of the kneecaps, or actually I guess this is the inside, but you know what I mean. And then, but today on my left knee, man, every once in a while it gets hit and I like, you ain't walking no more. It goes right away. So I have no clue what that is, but it's concerning. I think it's just because I'm old and I'm fat and I'm putting a lot of stress on my body. Anyway, I already forget what miles I'm at, but I believe I'm right around 12. But once I get down here to this, once I get off the road, I'll take a break, even though I'm going to be at a camp spot in like a mile or so, or a couple miles, I think, after I hit the trail, but I need a break. Oh. All right, 10 after 1. I left at 8:45 this morning, so, and I'm exactly 12 miles in when I hit here. So that's close to 3 miles an hour. I've been hobbling though for the last like mile and a half, extreme hobbling. But I really should put my shorts on. Anyway, I'm dropping my pack once I get in here and can't be seen from the road. And I'm gonna take a little break. That hurts to pick my feet up. Oh, where am I going here? Down here, I'm guessing, right? Yeah. Well, I should probably put my tights on now, but I'm not going to because I'm too lazy. So, is this where I'm supposed to go? Yeah, it's gotta be. Alright, I need to take a break, take these socks and shoes, or at least my shoes off. I gotta do some stretching. Oh, man. So I did 12 miles and I took, one break where I took my pack off? That was just like literally just to adjust. I need to start stopping and actually sitting down, doing this more often. Oh man, yeah, it's on the outside. Yeah, see my knee right now feels full, like real full and tight. I get that feeling a lot when I'm sleeping for some reason. It's got to be arthritis. I've had arthritis when I was doing nothing for last year. My feet hurt so bad one day. Like I had trouble walking. And then the next day, completely gone. It made no sense at all. It wasn't gout either. It's got to be arthritis in the knees, right? Right here, both these spots. Doesn't hurt when you like press on it. That's where they be hurting that bad. Whew. Anyway, I'm just tired. It was a good little hike for me. I figured since I did 22 the other day, like every other hike was just going to be nothing now. I already did 22. Oh boy, was I wrong. Alright, 2 o'clock, guys. I want to sit there longer, but relax, but I can't because these effing bugs are just... Oh. I almost used the whole can of bug spray just to keep these gnats away, which I'm going to regret. I think they're gnats, whatever they are, little black fly things. I got to put on I hate wearing that stupid net mask. I think I've only put it on one time. And that was in the PNT because they're mosquitoes. Right before I crossed into Idaho, they were just, it was just out of control. I usually put up with quite a bit before I go to my last final measure. But I'm not putting that on. I'll just get in the tent. 2:15. I'm still on this old forest road, and I believe I'm getting ready to turn onto another forest road before it breaks off on actual trail. Or is this it right here? To the right, yeah, right here. Or this is the other forest road I gotta break off to, and this will lead me to I believe the actual trail when we hit the river. Alright, left-hand turn marked right there. Onto a trail now. I guess I don't know, I think it's the first half here that we're going to be on now. Is kind of marked, has a lot of blowdowns, and it's going to be like a secondary trail marked with flaggers tape. I can already see a piece, but I don't know if it's starting already or starting a little bit, but it's supposed to be pretty, it's like a rough trail, but pretty good. And I guess the second half is like a beautiful section of trail. They got hit with a storm and had a lot of blowdowns. So anyway, we got about 7/10 of a mile to the camp spot that's supposedly right on the river. So I'm hoping to camp there, but we'll see. It's got mixed comments. Some of the comments say there's a vehicle parked there and looks like the guy's living there. Some of the comments say it's really not a camp spot. But as long as it's something flat, I'll be good. I'm almost out of fluid. I drank. I got maybe about a liter left total. Alright, first glimpse of the river. There's Shawnee. It actually would feel nice to jump in there today, but I think I'd be out of my mind if I did that. Although gators usually like slow moving water, so I don't know. I'm assuming there's gators in here probably. Definitely should have had tights on, man. Climbing up and over some of this downfall already. I need water soon. I'm down to less than 20 ounces. But I'm somewhere around 14 miles. And I drank what, my 3 liters and then a 20 ounce, so 3.5 liters over 14 miles. That's not bad. It is 90 degrees out with 98% humidity or something like that. I'm like 2/10 of a mile from the campsite, and yeah, I just read the notes. Vehicles can reach us. There must be a road, obviously, there, and it is Saturday, and it is a beautiful day if you have a vehicle in a cooler. So, just hoping that there's nobody there. Of course, somebody camping with a vehicle right there. Just lovely. All right, so we did, or I did 14.75, so just shy of 15 miles today. That's a good day. I'm going to backtrack a little bit, yeah, because there's actually 3 miles of road walking. So I mean, I understand building a trail and all. I guess what we just walked to, it used to be actually through the woods, but they lost like permission in some sections, so that's why I went to the road. But like, why would you bring me down like just to do a mile and then to go back up on roads? Like, I could just stayed on the road. But what do I know? I'm not in the process. I'm not in the experience of building trails. Anyway, I'm just a little, I don't know. Obviously, I'm frustrated, but it's how like people get to enjoy the outdoors. I forget. It's funny because like a half mile before, I literally thought, like, man, it's Saturday. And if you read the notes, other people, I mean, I can camp there. They can't tell me no. But reading the comments, the other people are like, you know, people basically pushed them out of there and made them feel uncomfortable. Trust me, I wouldn't be the one leaving if I was uncomfortable. It would be the other people. I promise you that. But I don't like camping on other people. There's, you know, he's with his girl, so probably trying to show her, you know, how of a man he is. But he's got to get some better gear. I just watched him try to chop a log with a dull axe. It looks like a splitting maul, but he's trying to chop a log with it. It's not working out very well. Anyway, yeah, so I'm gonna backtrack and just find a spot that I backtrack on. It shouldn't be that difficult. I'll make it work. I just don't want to do this 3 miles of road walking to link back up with this trail. So I got 3 liters of water. I actually put it in my bag. I forgot I'm used to carrying single bottles, not the 1.5-liter bottles. So I'm like, man, how's my bag run out? It's only a 2-liter bag, and I got 2 1.5-liter bottles, so I had to refill it. Anyway, I got 3 liters of fluid, so I'm good for now. I think the next water source is in like 5 miles anyway, when we actually have access to the river again. So I'll wait for that. All right, I just backtracked just a little bit. I mean, you can literally, I can still see the little Jeep compass. The trail goes that way right there. But I mean, right here, this looks doable when I clean it up. I'm gonna go up a little more. This might be too close to them. They'll hear me screaming in my nightmares, and probably, actually, that'd be quite funny now that I think about it. All right, 4:30, guys. I actually came to that initial place. I thought that was just a branch. I smashed it down. But I got all that cleared. I mean, it's flat. It should work well. So my thinking is my tent's gonna go right here's the flattest with the least amount of like roots and thorns. And then my vestibule over here will be over this crap, but I don't care about that. This vestibule will be good. Then I'll come in and out on this side. So if I was going to go like this way, but I got to deal with this right here, which is hollow. Something's probably actually living under there. Big root. Here's a little uneven, so I think this should work out fine. Oh, and if you're new to camping or whatever, like this is what the ground looked like literally before me. Now, I guess some people, there's a couple of trains of thought, but I like to clear the ground as best I can. I mean, obviously, I can't get the thick roots out like that, roots and stuff, but the thorns and all, I try to clear it. But more important, I try to get rid of all the debris for ticks. Trust me, I wish I was camping on a nice low-cut grass like the Sino Canal Trail. They were the best campsites, man. Just low-cut grass. Because the drawback to this is any moisture at all, even from the dew overnight, your tent's going to be filthy with dirt on the bottom of it. If it rains, you get all that splash up from the dirt. If you're on grass, your tent's a lot cleaner. Still wet, but cleaner. So, but ticks. And I removed everything in theory that can pop my tent. Now, pine needles are great, man, when you get a nice bed of them and they're spongy. But a pine needle will go pop your, it could pop your mat. So you got to think about that too. But I've slept on pine needles before, and you can feel them out too. When they're laying in weird angles and all, that's not good. But sometimes you get a nice bed of them that have been beaten down. So then they're older. It's that you could probably get away with camping on top of that anyway. I'm just delaying because I don't know what to do, so I'm babbling. All right, guys, tonight's dinner with these thousands and thousands of gnats. I got mashed potatoes, loaded baked potato, mashed potatoes. I got a horseradish sauce packet from Arby's in there, a salt packet, a Tabasco packet, and I chopped up a beef stick and cheese stick in there. And I got to eat this before I get 17,000 more bugs in there. All right. Oof. All right, good morning, guys. It's 7:40 a.m. on Sunday, March 17th. Happy St. Here to Turkey. Happy St. Patty's Day. It's funny, I was just watching the South Park episode when I was in the hotel, and where Butters goes to jail because he pinches a girl that doesn't have green on. Anyway, I've been up since 3:30, just laying here messing around on my phone. I had service, so I've been wasting electricity as usual. And or battery power, I should say. Got my Red Bull. This is all the water I have left for today, which is, I don't know, a little more than a liter. But there's another water source in 5 miles, so I'm not even going to stop here and get water again this morning. My tent was really dry because we had a little breeze last night, but it's a little damp up here in the apex. But I think it'll be fine. I'm going to get up here in a minute and pack up. There was a couple animals walking around here last night. I could never find them, but man, they were loud, like just plowing around through the grass and all, not even a care in the world. Like 2 times I thought it was a human walking up on me, but I never did see what it was. All right, so it looks like today's going to be a bunch of reroutes, blowdowns, but it looks like dry feet at least, so probably going to just keep these shorts on, even though I should probably put the tights on. I just didn't really enjoy hiking without the tights. All right, guys, it's 10 after 9. I'm on the move, only 0.13 miles in. Basically just left my campsite and passed the guys that were in the other one on the road. So we got a little road walk this morning. I got a little less than, I probably got right around 1 liter of fluid, a little less than it. Man, if it's all going to be like this, I wish I would have just did this yesterday. First of all, there's plenty of places to camp because, I mean, this road's closed to vehicles. I could have camped anywhere here. And it wasn't completely exposed to the sun, and it, you know, it wasn't, I thought I had to walk roads, like regular roads to get to where I was going. I definitely should have did this yesterday. Yeah, so I was just doing the math again. So, depending on how much I fill up my 1.5 liter bottles, so say I fill them up all the way, I get 2 full of these bottles out of each one. So, because this is 20-ounce bottles. So, if I can get, 6 miles out of each of that, so that's 12 miles there between the 4 full ones in the front. Plus, I start with a full one in the front usually. So that's 15. And then, like I said, depending on how much I fill them, so I usually don't fill them up all the way, I'll have some leftover from each one. So like I said, I feel comfortable with what I carry to go 15 miles. Now, I didn't plan that or nothing, because I just realized that when I was going on that stretch. Now, but I was also maintaining 3 miles an hour hiking terrain like this, so, or road walking, the same thing. So, because most people only carry, I'm guessing 2 liters and maybe like a front bottle. But I've always carried, I think I've always carried 4. In American Discovery Trail, I felt like you had to, because you never really knew where your next water source was going to be. PNT, I could have got away with much less, because there was just water everywhere. So I like to carry, like I said, 3 on the sides and then the 1 up front. Now the one up front, I find that I noticed on the PNT, I actually drink more when I don't gotta reach around and pull the bottle out and everything. So I enjoy having this bottle up here. All right, now we're on the road. This is what I was looking at on the map. This is actually like very sandy. I must have just laid some sand down, because this it's loose like I'm on a beach. Oh man. Well, I tried to stop and take a break, but these bugs are just I mean, they're 10 times worse than they were yesterday. And yesterday they were driving me nuts. And they're not like, you know, they're just gnats. So it's not like I'm getting bit or anything, but they just get all over you. Like, I can't even stop. Anyway, it's 10 after 10. I'm 2.95 miles in. Been hiking for an hour, 7 minutes. And I'm off the road. I don't know how well it's coming, but my legs are covered in gnats that are dying on my legs from the bug spray. I'm going to be out of that bug spray. I worry about my legs so much because they're exposed. So I'm like, multiple times an hour, I'm giving them a misting. I think I want to get tighter. If I'm going to wear shorts, I got to get tighter. These are double X's, and I could probably get away with an XL now. I want them to really hug my legs, so that way the ticks can't get under there, in theory. They probably still can't. I think they probably hit the fabric and go over top of it, but there's definitely a little route for them to get underneath right now. All right, it's 10:40, and we're back on the river. I'm constantly looking at ticks. It's really not worth the extra stress of checking myself for ticks as much, but even if I had tights on, I'd be looking at them. Anyway, 10:40, I'm 3.90 miles in. Water's in another half mile, which will be the river. There's supposed to be a spring there also, but there's supposed to be a spring yesterday too. I didn't see no spring. I mean, this water, oh, that was a big, and I hadn't had the phone pointed. Oh, what was that? Oh, it was that. Walked into a spider web and then that got tangled in my ear. I am such a bitch. Big, tough, combat veteran. Yeah, I should have did this yesterday. 4.27 miles in. Of not, particularly hard. And this is the campsite. So I was worrying about it being taken, but this is massive. I wish it would have said massive on the thing. I mean, this is huge. You can camp anywhere in here. I'll get a picture of the river at the water source here in a little further up. But this is nice. Oh man, my hands are cramping up from squeezing the bladder. So I can't get out there and get the good water unless I want to get my feet wet, which I don't, which I got my toes wet a little, but so I'm right up against the bank, and it's all like the grass is growing there, and it's where all the dirt and everything gets shoved up against it. So it's the dirty water. So my filter basically is half clogged already because I had to squeeze the living lights out of it just to get it to trickle. So that's what I have full. I still got to treat my front bottle, but it's like neon yellow. See something going on with all that bubbling in there though. So like I said, like I always do, I do enough for 2 liters in each of them bottles, so they get extra drops, and it's filtered. But I'm going to go down and try to clean off the filter, even though I'm going to be, once you do the first swipe, it's okay, you get all that surface crap though, but then once you go in for the second, third, especially the fourth swipe, if it doesn't go well, I'm picking up all kinds of dirt from the first couple swipes. So it just gets, like if you look inside my bag right now, it's pretty funky. Let's see. It's just, I prefer running water where I can just stick it in and let it fill up. Actually, you can't really see that much, but it's not ideal. All right. So this is what I mean when I'm in close. So the best I can do is right there. And you can see I'm just getting all the crap that lodged up against the bank. And I'm in a little Yeti here. So or whatever you want to call it, everything gets caught in here. So it's just not ideal, but I need water. So I got to try to clean this a little bit, because these B-frees are actually horrible when they get just a little bit of dirt in them. All right, 11:55, guys. Just getting back to it. I've been hiking for an hour and 59 minutes, and I've gone 4.62 miles. Finally, just leaving the water resupply. Oh yeah, man. Sometimes you feel confident when you don't have any water in your pack. It is so light, and then when I throw in 3.5 liters of fluid, all of a sudden I'm like, woo. Actually, the more I think about it, because I've been having perfect service up here, which doesn't mean nothing when I get another 5 miles up, but if I'm at the state park and they have good service, I can get a video out tonight. Possibly 2 to get everyone caught up to where I'm at. That would be ideal. Shit, I might even stay there 2 days then if I can get videos out. Alright, I'm at 5.98 miles in. This is just real slow hiking. I've been going 2.4, but it just keeps dropping. It's just that you're following tape because all the trees are missing from the storm, and then you just get spun around, and the yellow tape blends in much better than the orange tape does. At least they're using orange here. But it's just rough trail, so it's just slow going. I've missed a couple turns. So I got to stop, backtrack, because you end up in some real thick stuff, and you're like, this can't be it. See, so the trail used to come up there, this somehow, now we're going, because there's an old marking. Anyway, I'm working our way through it. Alright, 12:45, I just pulled a tick off my sock. Looked like it was like struggling, so I guess the, between the permethrin and the bottle of DEET that I'm spraying on myself, which is just about gone, I just reapplied it. Which I'm probably definitely going overkill, but it looked like it was doing its job. He was struggling for life. I just grabbed him and tossed him. Hoping when I get to this food mart that I can get some bug spray. If not, I'll be waiting until I get to Walmart in another, I don't know, 3 days, maybe 4. Supposedly the next like half of this, I don't know if I hit that today or tomorrow on the way out, it's supposed to be like a nice maintained trail. Oh, I just got the chills. I just pulled another tick off my socks. They're just like stuck in my sock. They're not even moving when they're in there. So it's got to be the poison getting them, right? I can't see back there too well, but I don't think I see any. So the pulled up socks are working. It's this stuff they're coming off of too. The last one I literally had one of these strong long strands laying against me, and I was like, oh, let me check my sock, and there was one right on there. And then when I grab them, they're very lethargic, so stuff is definitely killing them. But I definitely just got like the chills from that. Ooh, I hate, oh, it's so nasty. I do not want to put the tights on, man. There's one crawling up my leg. See him? I felt that one too. Oh no. Oh no. Man, they're hard to get off. Oh, I got something on my face. Oh, I'm gonna feel like I got them all over me now. Let me get out of here. Just gave myself another soaking, like all over my body. Look at all the dead crap on there. Probably not coming up to the shadow, but I hit everywhere I could, my arms, everywhere. I got like a little spritz left. It might be good. It might cover like, I might be able to give my socks a little refresher later. So let's hope this place has some bug spray. Man, with all this navigating and trying to figure out where I'm at and constantly being lost and climbing over and through brush and crap, I feel like I'm back on the PNT. This is all storm damage. I just don't know how long ago. The map doesn't really help you because it's all rerouted. Just slow going. My legs are all cut up and bleeding, which I'm sure the ticks are going to like. Ow! Boy, that hurts the knee so bad. Just catches it just a little. Yet another one crawling up my shoe. But that looks like the poison's doing its job because he's very lethargic. Ugh. Jeez, these effing sticks and vines and I'm officially out of bug spray. I just, even though I know it's on there, every time I see one I gotta put more on there. Does that make sense? But hopefully when I break off here and head to the store, it should be like road walking. This would be a good place to get water, but I don't feel like filling up. I'm trying to wait till I get to that store in another, I don't even know, 4 miles, something like that, 3 miles. I am hungry right now. I've already ate all my snacks that I had in my bag, and I don't feel like taking my pack off because if I do, I might just stop. I mean, I can push everything till tomorrow and just camp right here, but I don't want to do that. So I gotta walk through the stuff without bug spray. Alright, 5 after 2. I'm 8.40 miles in. I'm not filming nowhere near what I normally do. It's actually very difficult hiking. So I get to an easy spot like this, I pull my phone out. It's just, you know, not maintained trail. And a bunch of reroutes, so. And it ticks and the heat, yeah, blah, blah, blah. It's just not fun. Man, that river looks so nice. I just want to jump in it. But I can't because it'll wash all my bug spray off. I feel extremely beat up for only hiking 8.69 miles. It's getting ridiculous. Alright, so this is the bridge that I'm going to be walking across the river on. But I got to walk out to the parking lot to get to the access point to get on it, I believe. I hope I don't got to walk all the way around and link up with this store another direction or something. Alright. Alright, I go that way for the state park, right up River Road. And the store's supposed to be like right down here. I don't know how far I gotta walk, it doesn't tell me, but it looks like 3 miles or so to get to the park. I gotta backtrack, I gotta backtrack like a half mile to get back to the campgrounds after I pay. Alright, it's at 3:15, I'm 10.32 miles in. And I have a chicken strip basket, which is obviously chicken strips with fries. I grabbed the honey mustard, a bunch of ketchup and hot sauce packets. I salted it down from High Heavens. And it also came with a canned soda. So I drank that. So much for hydrating, right? I spent so for 2, 4, 5 Gatorades, a Red Bull, and the chicken strip basket, it was $43. Then I got 2 cans of chew, so that was $20 or $21. So $64 I just spent in there, which is just insanity. I'm glad I just looked at my phone because I'm going the wrong way. I'm supposed to go the other way on River Road. I didn't even see a road going that way. Well, there's my map reading skills shown again. When I was coming here, I said, oh, I gotta turn up there. Yeah, but this would make sense, this road, but it just doesn't look like a state park road. It's just, But this is it. I am off trail. It's not lining up, but I don't know if these are new homes or something they put in here, but I just came through a gate. That guy in that house was staring at me. And I'm not lining up with the map, but the maps doesn't make sense. It's taking me to the river and railroad tracks. Alright, so my guess is the ranger station's coming up here. I don't know what my map was doing, so I think camping is straight down there where that guy's on a scooter. Let's see if I can't get this figured out. I just want to go relax now. Actually, I want to shovel this food that might be spilling all in my bag. I want to shovel it into my gullet like the hog that I am. Alright, we're going to Site 12. Although I could have swore she just told someone else they were Site 12. Anyway, it was $31. It's an RV setup, so I don't know if they charge me less because I'm only putting a tent there. I'm hoping it's got grass, because if it has, you know, like a driveway, I don't have a freestanding tent. I mean, I'm going to make whatever work, because there's a bathroom here. I got my bathroom code, and I could do free laundry. Now, I'm not going to take advantage of any of that, but I kind of wish I'm going to go back and get some beer now. Beer might not be authorized down here, though. Anyway, I'm right across from the playground, she said. Probably follow the RVs, Chris. That's where you're going, over here. You know what's funny is she gave me a paper map, too. I am so horrible with a map. Alright, let's see. Yeah, she's right here's the playground, right across from the playground with me on this side. Here's me right here. So I don't know where I'm gonna put my tent at, but this is all worthless for me. Where do I plug my stuff in at? Oh, that's 13. This is 12. Right, that's where I am. I don't see no electricity anywhere. What's he talking about? Alright, well, there's really nowhere for me to set a tent up, but this is, I mean, that's like nobody's land. No, that's not even, I might have to put my tent right here. This is probably the best spot. Anyway, I got nervous because I'm going to have people all around me. She said it's pretty full, but I got nervous because here's the power box. So I opened it up first and I was like, oh man, I can't plug in there because you don't see nothing. So I went and checked the other one. I saw that as outlets. I came back to here, outlets over here. So it should be good. Let's get to charging. All right, got my power bank charging up, which will probably take until sometime after midnight. It's just because I have it on the USB. I could make it go faster, but there's no rush. Oh, I'm so sore. I don't know what I was thinking. I thought this was going to be like a concrete slab. I can put my tent right here. My steak's going just fine, so. Oh, this sun's killing me. I'm just beat up, man. I might walk back to that store, though, and get a couple beers. All right, 4:45, guys. I'm all set up. I believe that's the bathroom over there. I just rinsed my legs off with that water from there. So many dead bugs in there. Not exactly clean, but cleaner. Yeah, these rocks, I didn't think about it. They're pretty darn sharp. I put my hand through my tent, put it down, you might catch one wrong. So I put all my empty stuff sacks, my, the inflation sack you blow the mat up with, and my sit pad, all like around where my hips are at and up. So hopefully that helps with another layer in between it. I may walk back and get a couple beers and then come back here and sit down and make a video tonight and see if I can't get it out. Well, I found the trail I was supposed to be on, so when I came around that road, when I got to the tracks, instead of going over and crossing on that guy's property, I was supposed to bank. Basically, I was supposed to follow the map. Again, I think I'm right and the map's wrong. You think, I'm so horrible at maps. All right, 6:30. I bought 4 Bud Light 16 ounces because they were 2 for $3. I guess Bud Light's still struggling out there. Oh, when did Mad Dog start coming in cans? Like, that brought me flashbacks to me being violent in high school, drinking Mad Dog Orange Jubilee or Strawberry Banana out of the glass jar. Now they got it in them flavors in cans. So I kind of wanted to get that. Anyway, I bought 4. And this is my 4th and it's almost empty, and I kind of want more, but there is no way I'm walking back to that store. I got a huge blister on my left heel, which was already a little one there, but the KT tape came off on all my KT tape came off, and I got both of my blisters. The right one's doing a lot better, but the left one is struggling bad. But look, here's all the people set up, and I actually do have. That's reserved, so I'll have a neighbor there. So, and then I'll have my tent here. All right, 8 o'clock, guys. It's raining out. I'm in the tent. Oh, here's my pea cup. I went to go make a video, and the video I made last time was still there. So I deleted it, though. I know I deleted it because I watched my storage space go way down. So I have no clue how it was there. I kind of breezed through it to make sure it was like the edited one and all. But anyway, I uploaded it. And now I'm trying to upload it to YouTube. So uploading it through KineMaster only took half hour, which is very good. But it's not giving me a time for YouTube, so we'll see. But I'm going to leave my phone plugged into a battery bank here. My other battery bank's out there in the rain, but I got it in a plastic bag, and I got the bag just kind of tied off the top. So hopefully that doesn't get destroyed in the rain or cause a short or something over there. I don't know. All right, good morning, everybody. It's Monday, March 18th, and it's 8:20 a.m. I've been up here. Actually, I got up around midnight, and I just couldn't go back to sleep. I was trying to get videos out and everything. Then I fell back asleep around 4 a.m. and literally slept till 7. So overall, I got a good amount of sleep. My battery bank's full. I'm topping off the other one that I used when I was in here. I got my iPhone plugged in. I'm about ready to make the switch to the iPhone because I think I'm going to be out of space. If I film with this for like another week probably, when I go to make a video, I'm going to be out of space. But hopefully I have Wi-Fi so I can back stuff up and then clean it off and then just send it to KineMaster for my Google Photos. It's an extra step involved because you got to download from Google Photos to KineMaster, but whatever. That's what I'm trying to do. Anyway, look at this, man. These are darn tough socks. What are they, $30, $35 or something a pair? Something ridiculous. I've had them on for what? A month, basically. 2 months. This is crazy, both of them. Now, I know I've been wearing them on my shins, but it's not like I have, like, Fat Albert shins or something. Like, I have, you know, I mean, they're all, it looks like a string got pulled or something. This one is horrible. I mean, this is going to drive me nuts. I look like I'm going to a 90s gym class, and I got leggings on or something. So, new socks are on the list now also. Anyway, I put the tights on. Today's only going to be like low 70s. I think the highest temperatures we got to deal with for the rest of this month is low, like 83, something like that. So it's a good run. Anyway, I'm going to take my time, get power. Hopefully to dry my tent off a little bit, and then we'll hit the ground running. You know there's going to be a stop at the convenience store on the way out too. Cause I got to I was cramping up last night when I tried to, I popped my blister. I don't know if I told you last night, but I popped my blister on my foot. My hand was cramping up, my leg was cramping up. It was actually hard to get to. I had to like just kind of eyeball it and then just stick it. Anyway, I got some fluid out of it, but I was cramping up. So I got to hydrate. That's what this Red Bull's for. This is funny. It says, avoid over-application of this product. Frequent reapplication and saturation are unnecessary. That's all I did. But I'm actually going to Google, like, because I watched a thing on the news years ago, and I forget what it was, though. Basically, the guy said anything below, like, 40% DEET is worthless, and I concur with that. It's only 25% DEET, so I feel like you got to reapply it all the time. Because I don't care about all this other 75% that's, you know, other ingredients. All I care about is the DEET. All right, guys, 9:55 on the move. My gear is, I don't know, it's so sticky out, the humidity, it's hard to tell. We're going to call it dry, so I'm not going to worry about getting my stuff out and drying it today. But hopefully I can get to camp and set it up and have a couple hours without rain. It would dry it out a little more. Like I said, it's going to 38 tonight, and tomorrow's high is only, I think like 58 or 60, so that's going to be great. Man, being on this bridge right here, I have perfect service. I posted a short and Instagram story at the same time. They both went through in like 30 seconds. So I actually had real 5G UC, which my phone says all the time at the cam zone, but it's not happening. If I would have known that, now that if I had an extra $50, I would have went back and got a campground for another night. And I just sat there all day on the bridge, relaxed, and put out videos. But I just sprayed myself down again, so that's my second spray this morning. Supposedly, like I looked at the time frame with 25% DEET. It's supposed to be like every 3 hours or something, but that's not enough for me. Once an hour works for me. A couple reroutes so far, but the trails are much better. Still kind of a rough trail because of the reroutes, but much better than yesterday. I'm gonna jinx myself. I'm getting frustrated today. Between the spider webs are just wrapping my face, literally like I'm a Christmas tree and they're tinsel. And I'm a tinsel fan. Tinsel the crap out of it, just not me. Oh, man. I had to put my hood on just because there's so much stuff. I'm like literally covered in spider webs, man. It's just non-stop. And no matter how much I put my whole pole out in front, it's not doing nothing. I might catch it and then I just get the rest wraps around me. And honestly, these socks are really pissing me off. Yeah, that doesn't look like much, but I had to get on my hands and knees. I couldn't get down low enough. Anyway, I'm on that part of the trail now where I'm just looping up. I'm gonna be right there in a couple miles on the other side of the river. Basically all the way back down to near the opposite side of the river from the state park, and then they start going east. Nice area back here. I'm 2.65 miles in. I've been hiking for an hour 15. Another shot of the river. I'm crossing it, and I'm going to walk back down on the opposite side. Probably a full, I'm going to guess 3 miles. This is going to be, I'm guessing it's 3. If it's up 3, down 3. I'm going to walk 6 miles, basically to not even get a half a mile of gain going east. Show me a large property that's on a large body of water, and I'll show you someone that has the water markers like this. Look at that. And 48, how high it was. So yeah, wow. I got up some height. Not too bad recently, 18. I mean, that's high. That's enough to do some damage down there. All right. All right, it's 12:30, guys. Oh, it's so cold now that I'm soaking wet with that breeze. Woo. I'm like 4.5 miles in. I'm going to take a break and just eat something. Play with these sloppy socks. Oh, I'm just not feeling it today at all. I'm getting extremely frustrated over just spider webs and nonsense. So I still think I'm going to have to probably hike another 5 miles. But as soon as I can get water and find camping, not that I need water right now, but I'm going to. So as soon as I can get access water and find camping, I'm going to shut it down today. Well, this is about a half mile short of the camp spot. This is actually marked as a sinkhole, but I can get water here. I'm glad that person left a note. She's like, I don't know if it's just me, but it looks like a real easy place to get water. And she said on both sides, and on that side it looks like you can come down too pretty easy. Anyway, so if I can find a camp spot right around here on the river, I'm going to take it. I'm going to be done for today. My stomach's actually was bubbling a little bit, so not that I need an excuse, I was stopping anyway. Alright, well, I was working on this spot down here, but it's just a little too, it probably doesn't translate to the phone well, but not level. This, I just did some surgery to it, pulling out a lot of the grasses and all, so I could see what's underneath it. It's this is gonna work just fine. I don't care so much about my vestibules. My hands are pretty cut up, a little blood. Some of these thorn bushes are in there, and I don't want to hate when I snap it off there. I want to pull it at the root, but so I'll keep cleaning this up a little bit more. Alright, so one, I just saw what I thought was a log floating down, and I started thinking, I'm like, wow, that's kind of weird shaped log, like it looks like an alligator. So I put the old Galaxy on it on zoom in on 30, and it was an alligator. It was definitely a gator just floating down. And then there's been a bunch of fish here jumping, but I was like, all right, I think they're turtles. I caught a couple turtles. Something right here just turned over right as I was getting the camera out. It had to be 3 feet long. I'm going to guess it was a gar, but I couldn't make. I mean, that's literally just a guess. So I'm gonna Google and like see what kind of fish is here in the river. I mean, it was like thick, like a dolphin would be thick. Obviously, I don't believe there's dolphins in here. This is freshwater. I don't think it's brackish. No, it's definitely freshwater. Okay, so yeah, manatees can come up here. And so can, oh man, I just forgot it already. Sturgeon live in here. So, yeah, manatees come up here from the ocean to breed, I guess. So the thickness of that fish, that's the first thing I thought about, was like a dolphin or something. I know a manatee's not a dolphin, but you know what I'm saying, like something like that. So definitely could have been. I don't think so, though. I think it has to be a little warmer, but that could have definitely been a sturgeon. And then there's a long-nosed gar, and then there's a Florida gar, which I don't know what the difference is. But it was a big, big fish, man. All right, so first of all, I don't know how safe this is, because this is very soft dirt. So it could just collapse and I could be ended up in the water. But more importantly, I'm going to end up tripping over this. That's a fact. So hopefully I trip and I fall this way, because this is the easy way out. So if you notice, the one side has like a little, it's easier to piss out of this side. So I don't know if I ever showed this, but I have this taped. So I always know this is the head. That way, because my pocket faces this way. The pocket I have up there. So, and I also know whenever the head's up here that my piss door, the door I come in and out of is here. That's what I meant to say. It's easy to come in and out of here on this as opposed to the other side. All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of 10 Side Cooking with Chris. First of all, let's look at this incredible view tonight. All right, now back to dinner. Tonight's dinner is going to be breakfast for dinner. I didn't hike much. I'm not that hungry. 2 packets of blueberries and cream oatmeal. Bloop, 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 bloop. Look at this. No spillage tonight. I'm becoming a professional. Now for the chef's kiss. Little Arctic Blitz Gatorade right in there. 2.5 ounces. Just eyeball it. All right. Little stir. Let that sit for 2-3 minutes and then enjoy. One more look at the view. All right, it's 4 o'clock, guys. I mean, come on. I'm just standing here in the sun sweating because I just keep, there's massive, massive fish jumping, all from like right there all the way down to like where that tree's hanging. So it's a good little feeding chamber. And they're not jumping on the other side or anywhere else I can hear. It's all right here. So there must be a couple things must be living there. Obviously, you know, they're feeding there is what I'm trying to say. But I'm trying to catch one actually coming up on the surface or jumping out. Because they're monsters.